that we want you to have. And I want to wrap up now by explaining why it is that at our ministry we work so hard to make these things available, and why we don't just come here and teach and be with you and study Torah together, but we actually bring books and CDs. Obviously, a part of that is that we want the ministry to function. But another way to do it is we could just give them away, and we could raise money through various fundraising mechanisms, so as we could just bless you and give them to you. There's one problem with that, and that is that you and I both know that when we don't invest in our future ourselves, no change takes place. And so the secret is very important. The secret is, and I know we've got to wrap this up, and I'm going to do that now, but we've got to make the transition from here to there, from head to heart. The fact is, if people give up smoking, is it because they read somewhere that smoking is bad? No, it's because they meet somebody or they know somebody who died of lung cancer. That's what makes people give up smoking. It's when it gets you in the heart, not the head. You know when people obey the speed limit? Oh, when they see the speed limit signs, right? No, it's when they drive past a wreck. Or when you drive past a police car. Logically, you should speed up because it now means there's fewer ahead of you. But we human beings change our behavior not on what's in the head, but what's in the heart. This journey of 18 inches is very hard to do, very hard. In Hebrew, we have the same word for change and repeat, shana. It also means year for another reason. But why the same word for change and repeat? Because the only way to change is by repeating. That's right. It's the only way to do it. Right? You can't possibly do it any other way. You're going to a bad part of New York City. You want to protect yourself against possible trouble with the famous New York City street gangs. And so you buy a book on self-defense. You buy it, read it on the plane to New York, walk down a dark alley late at night. All of a sudden, a hand comes around your neck, gun comes into your ribs, and the guy says, "All right, where's the money?" And you say, "Hey, he's up there, pal. I got to reach a book. I think it's chapter 14. There's a chapter that deals with being attacked from the rear. I got to get the book. Hold on." It doesn't work. The only way this works is if you practice it. It's only if you repeat the lesson again and again and again. So is that the very minute that gun pokes in your ribs, the guy's lying on the floor with a broken leg and a bust nose. But if you've got to start thinking it through, it's still in the head, it's not in the heart. You've got to be able to repeat. That's the only way that it works. Part of the secrets of relating to people is how you talk. People sometimes say to me, "Hey, I use all kinds of weird, I don't speak English properly, I don't care. I use slang, I use street slang, I don't care. And I even use vulgarities and obscenities and profanities sometimes." And I say to him, "Hey, do you realize what you're doing to yourself?" He says, "What, do you think I'm an idiot? When I have a job interview, I don't talk like that." Well, I've got news for you. You may not talk like that, but as your brain blocks the bad word and seeks for a new one, there is a brief, minuscule pause which you don't feel. The person you're talking to interprets that pause as insincerity. He thinks you're trying to figure out what to tell him. That's why you've got to train yourself. It's one of many reasons. We've got a very, very important and useful thing here called the perils of profanity. You are what you speak. You change your destiny by how you speak. And there are ways to improve your capacity of communicating, developing your eloquence. Anybody eager to have it? Ma'am, over there in a white outfit next. Yeah, that's you, next to the lady in red. Yeah. Come and get this, please. It's called The Perils of Profanity, and you are what you speak. And we'd like you to have this. We'd like you all to have it, obviously, and that's possible, but this particular one is going to you. You need this product called The Perils of Profanity.
Thank you so much. I promise I will share it with everyone.
All right. Would you tell me like some of the things you used to say before you...
You don't want to hear it.
Oh, okay, all right. Folks, we've made this very, very easy for you as we wrap up. my wife Susan, and with a lot of other lovely people helping at the back, so as to make this real quick so you can get whatever you need and move right on. One of the terrific things is you save yourself shipping. On top of that, there's also, obviously, as there always is, a special price for people who are here. The thing you want to probably do, if you possibly can, is get what we call the library pack. The library pack has material running through Genesis. It contains 8 hours on different parts of Genesis having to do with Islam and Israel, having to do with Noah, and every time an application to what's going on in the present day, the things you're actually dealing with. It's got that. It's got Thou Shalt Prosper. It's got Boost Your Income. It's got the power, Prosperity Power, Connect for Success. It's also got 2 volumes of something called Thought Tools. Have good conversation around your table. Each of these contains 50 timeless truths to uplift and inspire. And it's something that, again, we would like you all to be able to have access to, if at all possible. And may I give this to you? Sure, certainly. What you've got is the ability to impact and uplift your life by making sure that the things that you're talking about and communicating are things that move you in the direction in which you need to go. Also, folks, you should also have a sheet of paper like this which says sign up for Thought Tools. Okay, please write your name and your email address legibly. Do not write it the way my doctor writes prescriptions. Make it clear and easy for us to read, because it's got to be transcribed into the system. You will then, every Wednesday morning, you will receive a very brief, compact spiritual strategy that you can employ in your lives. If you get it for a few weeks, you don't like it, that's why God invented the unsubscribe button. Get rid of it, you won't see it again. But if you want to give it a try, fill in that form, make sure we got it. And also, as I say, stop by, equip yourself with what you need to repeat this and absorb this, so as these things become part of your life. And in so doing, we're able to answer the fundamental question of what we're all doing here. Here we are, we're studying Torah. Okay, fine. Like, you don't have a life? You got nothing better to do on a Monday night? Why not? We want to learn Torah. You know why? I'll tell you why, ladies and gentlemen. Because it's the whole future. It's the only hope. Because you, each and every one of you, together with me, together with Mark and Vicky, we are the infiltrators. We are the ones who can bring tranquility and prosperity to the island. We are the ones who can convert barbarism and savagery into civilization. We are the ones who can replace poverty with prosperity. We are the ones that can replace decadence and concupiscence with stable and harmonious marriages. We have the manual. God bless you all.